Hi, this is Kira Lescu of the Eagle Institute. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here. A little bit late getting the live stream started. I apologize for that. I'm still learning. So, welcome. Today's live stream is about working with the shadow. So, why would you want to work with the shadow? Well, everything that we have in life is both positive and negative. And the more we focus on the positive, it'll actually start to highlight the things in our life that are negative. And we can't avoid being negative in our life. We can't avoid negative situations. And there are parts of ourselves that are negative, whether we want to look at them and whether we're aware of them or not. And those things that can act out unconsciously, or sometimes we can even be conscious of it and aware of it, but we still do it anyways. The only way to deal with them effectively is to work with them consciously. And after we've done that, we can actually be more positive. We can have more light. So I don't recommend working with the shadow until you're pretty well grounded on being positive and being able to get yourself back there. So if you are just coming to this and you haven't done any of my other videos or you haven't done any work on working with positive, I suggest you go to the cards and check out the video or go to the YouTube channel for the Eagle Institute and check out our video on Embrace Your Magnificence, because that's the positive aspects of yourself. But you can only go so far with that when you'll start to come upon and need to deal with the parts of yourself that aren't conscious and that are the shadow side. So why do we call it the shadow? Well, our best selves, they are the light. And we don't really have darkness as far as I'm concerned as human beings, even though it may seem like some people act like it at times, maybe even you feel like you act like it yourself. It's just shadow. It's not actual real darkness. And by looking into those shadows and by shining light in those shadows, we can actually move them so that we can handle more light. We can be more positive, which is the objective of all of this. So there's many ways that you can work with the shadow, and working with meditation is one of them. I feel that it's one of the most effective. It works really quickly, and you don't actually have to be conscious entirely of what you're working with for it to work. So this can be really great. We may have emotions at times, or just even like a feeling, a sensation in our body that we know it's not positive, but we don't need to know what it is in order to move it. So that's one of the real great reasons that I like to use meditation in order to work with this. Some other real great ways are any cognitive awareness therapy, whether you're working with a professional or not, you're just working on your own. Journaling is another great one. Forgiveness is another really great one, and I'm probably going to at some point do a video just on that and teach a class just on that, because it's incredibly powerful. The only thing I want to say about it today is that you don't need to forgive other people or other situations or institutions or governments or whatever it is in the world that you're upset with. You need to forgive yourself. And when you forgive yourself, then you're actually freeing yourself up. So I will do a separate video at some point on that one. But just be aware that it is another technique. So if you're already trained in it or you know something about it, you can use all of these different techniques in concert with using the working with sensation, with shadow emotion, with shadow sensation. So I also want to remind you that this is a gentle process. Don't go overboard with this. You're working with your psyche, you're working with your emotions, and you want to be gentle and respectful of that. It has taken all of us a lifetime of negative experiences to get to where we are today, and you don't have to solve it and fix it all in one day. And only go as far as you can. So when we're doing and going through the meditation today, be gentle with yourself. If, I'm going to suggest that you work with a situation or a memory or something that's going to bring up a negative sensation that's not very strong. But if it happens to get to be too much for you, just go back to the breath. You don't need to continue the visualization and the rest of it. Do as much as you can do. Even if you do 30 seconds, even if you do a minute, that's progress. So one thing my former business partner used to say to me, because I used to get upset and frustrated that things were an enormous task and they were taking a long time, is he used to say, how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is one bite at a time. And to me, there was tremendous relief in that, because it's admitting that I can eat the elephant. So I can do a ginormous task and get it done, which is, cleaning our consciousness. So that we can clean those shadow patterns, so that we can act from our true selves. We can act from a place of neutrality. We can act from each situation being what it is on its own, without bringing our past, our programs, our memories to that experience. And we can evaluate it for what it is. But the amazing part of the thing about eating the elephant one bite at a time is that, yeah, it's a big task, but it's also a definable and doable task. And when you let yourself do it one bite at a time, you can get through it. It might be a big task, it might take a long time, but you can and will get through it, and it will work, and you will get to the end, and it'll be great. So remember that. You don't have to overdo it, you don't have to try too hard. So I'm going to teach a short meditation, and after I've done that, I'm going to have a little bit further discussion on this, bring you some updates on other programs that we have coming at the Eagle Institute, and let you know what the next live stream and the next class is going to be. So make yourself comfortable as we begin this meditation. Bring yourself sitting straight. As you sit in your chair, I know you can't see all of me, but you can see that my body is straight. My neck isn't aligned. I'm not hunched forward. I'm not arched back. I'm in the middle. I'm neutral. So this is similar to what we want to do in mindfulness. We want to be neutral. So we'll bring the body to a neutral point. If you need to use pillows or something to support yourself behind your back, change your chair. Your feet should be flat on the floor and supported. Your legs should be supported with the chair. If you're short, you don't want to have your feet dangling off the chair. If you're really tall, you want to make sure that your legs are on the chair and supported by the chair, and that not that your knees are higher than your hips, because that puts a lot of strain on your low back. Both of those positions put strain on your low back. So getting yourself comfortable, coming to a neutral place, and starting to focus in. And we're going to use our breath to relax and center ourselves. Bringing your awareness to your breath. And noticing your inhalation breath and your exhalation breath. And as you inhale, inhaling maybe just slightly deeper, allowing yourself to relax. And as you exhale, letting go of tension in the body, letting go of thoughts, letting go of emotion. And inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And there's no need to strain your breath here. If shallow breath is where you're at today, then just breathe shallowly but relaxed. And we actually don't even have to try and change our breath in any way. Just the act of noticing our breath and giving it space to relax and come back to normal, it will relax. It will calm your nervous system. And when your nervous system is calmer, your thoughts will be calmer, and so will your emotions. So just let the breath do the work for you. And inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And now thinking of an incident that is, if 10 was the most difficult emotional incident that you've ever had, and a 0 is kind of neutral, like you're like, so what? Think of something that's either a 2 or a 3. Not too strong, but strong enough that you notice something. You feel a sensation, you feel maybe an emotion, you feel a physical sensation in your body. And now scan your body from your feet up to your head and look for the sensation that you feel that's associated with that thought or that memory in your body. And once you found it, you found that location in your body, just let go of the thought of what the incident is and just focus on the sensation. You may feel a number of different things. You may feel a tension. You may feel like muscle tightness, muscle soreness. You might feel tingling. You might feel bubbles. You might feel that this is really hard and it's got a really hard edge around it. Or you might feel that it's numb, or you just can't tell where it is. You might feel a whole bunch of other things that I haven't mentioned. Whatever it is, it does not matter. Just the fact that you've noticed it. You may also find that you feel more than one thing in one location. If you do feel more than one thing, for beginners, I suggest you pick one, and the easiest one for you to focus on and to work with that one. And do them one at a time. And bring awareness to that sensation and noticing it deeper. The word that I love the most that I've heard used for this is soak. Soak into that sensation. And one of 3 things will happen as you do that. The first thing is that it may actually start to go away. And if it does, that's great, that's fine. The second thing that may happen is it might intensify. And if it does that, just go as far as you can with feeling good. If it becomes too much, go back to just relaxed breath. And the third thing that might happen is it stays the same. And whatever happens, that it's fine. Just the act of bringing awareness to it is what the meditation is, and it is working. So you don't actually have to have any change in the sensation in order for this to work. And 1 or 2 more breaths here with your awareness on that sensation. And when you're complete, bringing your awareness back to your breath. And dropping the focus on that sensation. And allowing your breath to be relaxed. Relaxing deeper into that breath. As you inhale, inhaling ease. As you exhale, letting go of any tension and any residue from the sensation that you are working with. And taking 2 or 3 more breaths here, inhaling and exhaling with ease. And allowing the breath to be easy, allowing it to be gentle. And when you're ready, we are going to go back to that sensation. So you can work with the same sensation again. If that one's gone, you can look for another sensation in your body. Or if the first one didn't go and you've had enough of working with that one, you can work with a different one. If you don't feel that you have another sensation, just take focus on your breath And as we talk through this, you can continue doing the focus on the breath. So with the sensation that you're working with now, notice at a more deeper level, soak into what it's like. What are the edges of it like? What is the middle of it like? Is it a big area in your body? Is it a very small and specific area in your body? And as you soak into it, does the sensation intensify? Does it change? Does it go away? Maybe the intensity of the sensation stays the same, but the different qualities that you're noticing may change. You might find that hardness turns to tingles, or that something that maybe even was a bit painful turns to tickling. There's no right or wrong answer to how this is. And focusing on that sensation for a few more breaths. And then bringing your focus back to your breath and dropping the practice. And as you inhale, inhale relaxed. And as you exhale, exhale relaxed. And just let your breath be easy. And as you inhale and exhale relaxed, we are going to end with a positive, actually creating a positive sensation so that you are grounding that into your nervous system as we leave our meditation. So I'm going to ask you now to think about the characteristic or the unique thing about you that you appreciate the most. Something about yourself that you think is something that's just wonderful about you. And as soon as you've remembered what that thing is, I would like you to let go of the thought of what that is and focus on the actual feeling. So again, find the feeling in your body if you can. Feel the sensation of that positiveness and bask in it and soak it. And notice how that positive sensation of yourself feels. And really take in that positive sensation of yourself, that deep appreciation that you feel for yourself. And take that in deeply for another couple breaths. And then dropping that practice, bringing your awareness back to your breathing. Noticing your inhalation breath and your exhalation breath. And as you inhale, feeling relaxed. And as you exhale, feel relaxed. And just feel the ease. Feel the ease of the breath. And then taking 3 or 4 more deep breaths here. Inhaling with ease and exhaling with ease. And inhaling with ease and exhaling with ease. And one more, quieting your mind. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And now opening your eyes, bringing your awareness back to the room. Start by rubbing your hands together. This helps stimulate the blood flow in your body. It starts to wake you back up. It stimulates nerves in your hands, which will activate your brain and start to bring your awareness back. If you're really feeling groggy, you can rub your arms and rub your legs to bring awareness back. And now your focus should be back in the room. So I'd just like to give you a few explanations of how you can work with this type of meditation. And then I'm going to let you know about some other things that exciting news we have coming up at the Eagle Institute. So you can do this meditation. You can replay what we've done here and do it exactly how we've done. You can also use this and spend more time working with the sensation. So depending on your experience level and depending on the strength of it, I mean, you can spend a long time. So when I personally practice, I can do 30 minutes, 60 minutes working on a particular sensation. I didn't get to that in one day, but that is, as far as you can go with this. The only thing is make sure that you don't get overwhelmed, and if stuff becomes too strong, come back to the breath. And always start with the relaxed breath, and especially for beginners, end with that positive sensation of appreciation, because that will connect with your nervous system. And when you're in a meditative state, you are more, your brain will remember things more deeply than if you are in a more active state. So it's an awesome chance to end with that. So you work with the shadow side and end with, what you love deeply or you appreciate the most about yourself. So next meditation will be on May 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern or 2 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to be talking about using exercise as a meditation. And I love this. This is a big part of my own personal practice, and it has helped deepen my own awareness, my calmness, and my ability to stay present in my day-to-day life, which has tremendously helped my leadership. It's helped my business skills. It's helped almost everything, my relationships. And you don't actually have to sit and meditate to practice, mindfulness and being aware. And even if you do meditate and you have a regular meditation practice, mindfulness in action or applying meditation in action is still a key component of doing that. So we'll give you some tips on how to do that. There's many types of exercise that do this. So Tai Chi and yoga, I mean, those are exercise, meditation, and action. But you can apply this to anything you do. So I use it for dance. I use it for weight training. I use it for walks in nature. I use it for playing soccer and a whole bunch of other sports that I really love. So we'll go over all that in the next class. I'd also like to let you know about some really exciting stuff that's coming up at the Eagle Institute. And there'll be links for all this stuff in the notes and in the cards for the video after it goes up live on YouTube. So the first thing is that the Eagle Institute has a business coaching program for entrepreneurs where we use not only some amazing content on how to build all the technical pieces of your business, such as human resources and finance and numbers that you need to look at, and building world-class teams and building culture and all those things that you need for a great successful business. There's actually a formula for that, of all the different pieces you need and what you need to do in those to build a great company. We're also we work a lot on mindset and using some of the techniques in a more conscious way. What are some of the beliefs that we worked with today that are getting in the way of building your business to its maximum? So check that out. It's awesome. We've been getting fabulous reviews from the entrepreneurs that we've been working with. We have a specific page at it, theeagleinstitute.com/fresh eyes for entrepreneurs. So that is a separate page. It's not on our website, so you have to put in that exact address. So make sure you go there, check it out. You can call us or email us. The links are there if you want to find out more about that program. And we're really excited to announce that we have a new program it's good for entrepreneurs, but it's good for any organization that has teams.
We've been doing it specifically with sales teams, but it works with any business team that you have, whether it's a cross-functional team, a leadership team, like a production team, a retail team. It works great. And it's mindset for business teams. So we'll be using, without the meditation part, going into a lot of the basics of neurology, brain science, as to what happens in your brain when we, make decisions and we have mindsets that aren't helping us get ahead. They aren't helping us perform and get the results we want. And we'll work with, do some easy techniques that you can work in a more conscious way, in order to move those in a positive direction to get better results. For teams that feel that they're ready for it, we can also, as a bonus, give you some meditation, some short meditations that you can work with, but that's not necessary for the program to work. We've had great success working with it on a more conscious level. So we'd love to work with you on both of those programs. Make sure you check us out. We will be also putting up a link for the Mindset for Business Teams. It says because it's so new, we don't have anything on our website for it yet. But if you're interested in it, there is contact information to get a hold of us at the Eagle Institute on our website, and we'll put it in the links for this video. So please comment, please share. Please leave your questions and comments either on our YouTube channel or email us directly. We love to answer your questions, and we want to make sure that you have all the resources to take these ideas and apply them and to get results out of them. And if you do use them and you do get results, make sure you tell us, because we love hearing those stories too. So great working with you this week. Really looking forward to seeing you and working with you all on the 7th on our exercise as meditation. And we'd love to see you and work with you in some of our other programs.